Hey guys, how's it going? I've got a super simple one for you today. We're just going to do a little tutorial for 102 by the 19. One of the simplest songs they've got, so this will be a good one for us all to learn. Super simple, capo's on the 4th fret. You've only got 4 chords for the entire song, which I'm going to start with C, because it's the start of it. From top down on the strings, you're looking at a muted E, and then just 3rd fret, 2nd fret, open, 1st, and open, which is just your basic C shape. Now we'll move our ring finger and our middle finger up a string each, and we'll call this our G. So it's going to be 3rd, 2nd, open, open, 1st, open. Now we'll go back to what our C shape was and remove our ring finger, and that's going to be what we call A minor 7, which is going to be mute, open, 2nd, open, 1st, open. And then we're going to move our ring finger to the 3rd fret of that D string, which is the 3rd one. So what your middle finger was on 2nd fret for the A minor 7, you move it to the 3rd. And then you take that middle finger that you just had on the 2nd fret of the D, move it down a string to be on the 2nd fret of the G. So it'll be mute, open, 3rd, 2nd, 1st, open. We'll call that our F. Now, for a lot of it, Matty also has his pinky on the high E 3rd, which is the very bottom string. But you don't hit it that much. You mostly hit it through the G. So if you don't play it, it's fine. And if you don't want to do hammer-ons, if you just want to play it, you could just play it like... But the hammer-ons does really make the song. So I do recommend, if you can do hammer-ons and hammer-offs, to use it. But realistically, if you can't and you don't want to, but you still want to play the song, you don't need them. They're there, like the chords are right. So your hammer-ons and hammer-offs is most of the time going to be your middle finger. So for your C, it's just going to be... Okay, so what that is I'm starting with it off. I'm hitting the root note, which is your 3rd fret on the A, and then when I play a strum, so I play it and I hammer on, and then I hit it and pull off. So you can hear there, I'm going. So it's down, hammer on, hammer off, strum, strum, hammer on, strum, strum, strum off, strum, strum, and then you go up to the next one. Really, I always find that if you focus too much on what your right hand's doing, you're going to just lose the vibe, and you'll start playing more like mechanically and less like with your ear, making sure it sounds nice. The song, if you can just do the hammer on and hammer off that, it might be a nice way of practicing, not worrying about the rest of the strings and just playing your root note, which is the 3rd fret on the A, and then your string underneath, which is either the 2nd or the open D. Anyway, something to try, but just play it. Like, don't stress too much about what your right hand's doing. But yeah, that's how you do the C. So the C is just hammer on, hammer off, hammer on, hammer off. When you go to your G, it's not hammer on, hammer off. It's actually you're making your middle finger go from the 2nd fret of the A string to the 2nd fret of the D string, which is where it was at for the C shape. So And then with your A minor 7. And that's the same, like, you know, the C and the G there was just the same hammer on, hammer off pattern. And then here with your A minor 7, when I'm singing, I don't do anything with this. I just play it. And then you go back to the hammer on, hammer off pattern with what we called our F. And that's just hit the root. And again, it's just pulling on and pulling off your ring finger. I mean your middle finger. You might be able to see that my pinky is still on that high E, 3rd fret high E, but I'm not hitting it when I'm strumming, I'm just not playing it. So you can, like, you slightly hit it maybe with the G, but otherwise you don't really touch it. So if you just want to leave it off, it'll be fine as well. The only other thing that I throw in, which Matt E doesn't, but I really like the sound of, especially when you're like not singing, with your A minor 7, I like doing on the B string, hammering from 1st fret, which is what your index finger is holding the whole song, so 3rd, and then hitting high E, so that there is 1st fret on the B, 3rd fret on the B, open on the E, high E, and then back to 3rd fret on the B, then to 1st, and then open, and then back to 1st. So you can hear what that sounds like though. It's like, here, ready? And I just think that transition, just that little bit of flavour before going into the transition into your F, just gives it some life while you're not singing. It's quite hard to do that and sing like the chord notes and whatever properly. So I don't do it when I'm singing, but just while it's like, you know, you're doing your instrumental, it's a nice little extra touch. That's pretty much it though. It's a pretty simple song. So hopefully you found this entertaining and informative. And yeah, let me know if you have any more questions or you have any other songs that you'd like me to either cover or teach you guys. Thank you.